Because you can't stop another guy from touching your fucking pussy when we're together. You will never be able to. Get your goddamn ass in the air, ass in the air, ass in the air. Don't stop. Gotta get that ass in the air, ass in the air, ass in the air. Get down! Walk. Call him. Ass in the air, ass in the air, ass in the air. Don't stop. Gotta get that ass in the air, ass in the air, ass in the air for someone else. I'm sitting on my ass in my tail, 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 ass in my tail. I got a tough man here. You are fucking bouncing on edge, bouncing on edge, bouncing on edge. You are fucking bouncing on edge, bouncing on edge, bouncing on edge. Work. That shit. Work. That shit. All fucking night. Work. That shit. Work. That shit. All fucking night. It's probably a goddamn good thing that I'm insecure. I got some thinking to do.
Okay, we're gonna go for round 2. You ready?
No. Ass in the air, ass in the air, ass in the air. Don't stop. Gotta get that ass in the air, ass in the air, ass in the air. Get down! Walk. But I thought I was fucking sober.
First, let me read your poem I made for you.
Winnie?
What?
With the bullshit you fucking been pulling, I'm not sure that your poem is gonna help very much right now.
I lay at night with coke up my nose. All I wanna do is another line. I don't know about Lorne's toes. I know that their funk is down. I don't wanna know if Lorne Armstrong did it. Keep it on the low. He wanted to fuck a little girl, but he's my husband now. What am I to do? Oh well, I think I'll go just poo. Can I please take a crap on your face? Right, Lorne? Lorne Armstrong is fixing up his house. Well, some people in Maine call it a house. It's really a box meant for rolling.
Fuck that!
And Lorne Armstrong's meant for trolling. Lorne don't wanna know that I'm trolling him. Keep it on the low. Don't call his work and let him know who I really am. Don't tell us so. Oh, Lorne, you wouldn't wanna know.
It's obvious you put some time into writing that song.
Yeah.
I don't know why the fuck you couldn't have written a song that would have actually, said something decent in it. Guess what?
What?
If I made any country music, your ass would not even be close to what category I would be in.
Come on.
I'm not sure that you fucking love me. I really am not.
All right, you ready? Yeah, let's do it.
Why do they call your mom Gorilla Gwen? I never was able to figure that out.
That's rude.
Emma, or Winnie/Emma, is the one that started doing that. I don't know why she did that. She's fucking retarded. Because Emma's retarded. Sick ass fucking bitch.
And you fell in love with that Winnie person. It was all make believe. She said that she wanted to eat your mom's pussy, and you still fell in love with her.
She also said
She's saying all
that
kinds of stupid shit.
Gwen had cobwebs in there.
Well, she's gonna clean them out. Wow.
Yeah, exactly. Well, we got to go find Savannah.
Someone's got to do it. Savannah. I don't think Gorilla Gwen has pussy butterflies.
They're moths.
There's only supposedly on drugs.
Yeah, she was never on drugs. She was a normal woman who didn't poop in her pants ever or do crazy things that you thought she was doing.
That has a very sick mind. So she's not a normal woman.
Well, normal in the sense that she doesn't smear shit all over the walls and all
But it
that
doesn't
stuff.
it's normal in the sense that it doesn't take drugs for her to do such disgusting things
She didn't actually do them.
and say such disgusting things. That's not normal.
Well, I mean, you know what I mean, Lorne. I mean, like, normal that she wasn't, like, this crazy person. And you stayed with this crazy person who shit herself all the time, so what does that make you? That makes you even crazier.
He's got a point.
Yeah,
Yeah.
must have been.
And the one thing I was able to take away from all of it when I looked at it was just how desperate you are. All it would take would be my significant other pooping their pants once for me to leave them. But I don't know. I don't know how your head works. Because, I mean, you were desperate for just anyone.
My head works as
This
the way
Winnie
that-
person calls you a pedophile over and over and over. Calls your mom a gorilla. She poops in her pants and you stayed with her.
Why are you bringing up all this old shit?
Yeah. I loved when she'd call him a pedophile though, because she don't like a lot of times she'd do it in like a complimentary way almost. She'd be like, "You're a sexy pedophile."
Sexy
And
pedophile.
he ate it up.
Yeah, well, I mean, she called him sexy.
Yeah, that's the part he heard.
Yeah. She put a little mayo on that bun.
Mayonnaise is disgusting. Why would you do that?
You're a white person. By law, you have to enjoy the tangy taste of man. Are you a Miracle Whip person? Is that what it is?
No, I only like mayonnaise on a chicken sandwich, and that is it.
So now you decided to derail what we're doing here to talk about the ways you like mayonnaise. See what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, it's called making this interesting. Lorne is boring.
It's called banter.
It's called banter. You wouldn't know anything about that.
Say that shit.
Now look what you made me do.
That wasn't my fault. You're victim blaming me.
Yee, boys.
I'm from the South, y'all.
Yeah, and you didn't do anything about it. You stayed with her. You told her you loved her. In fact, you would cry when she would break up with you. What is there to love about? Like, what was it about Will? What was it about Emma that you fell in love with? What did they do that was lovable?
It wasn't Will that I fell in love with. It was what I thought was a female.
Lorne, you know what I mean. You
That's
fell
why
in
you
love
worried
with
about being
Will.
gay.
I don't mean it in a
When Casey keeps saying you fell in love with Will over and over again.
He gets so upset about it.
You're
And
in
it's
love
like you're
with
not
Will.
worried about like being interested in a woman that shits herself all the time. You're worried about being seen as gay.
Yeah, he didn't want to be gay. Well, he didn't want to be gay for a guy playing a robot. That's like, you know what I mean?
No.
There were even more levels of deception to it. So no, he wasn't in love with Will. He was in love with the robot that Will was pretending to be.
That doesn't,
It makes sense.
I guess.
I know how you're super against gay people. I mean it in that you were Will for 2 years. You fell in love with what you thought was a woman, okay? If that makes you feel better, if that makes you feel less gay because you're, for some reason, proud to be homophobic, but if that makes you feel better, I'll keep saying it. You fell in love with Will pretending to be a woman, and you fell in love with Emma pretending to be a crazy lady who pooped her pants.
Yeah.
And you proposed marriage to these people and said you loved them. What was lovable? What about either of those people did you want to marry?
Casey, you did the same thing.
What about those people did you want to marry, Lorne?
No, she did.
You did the same thing.
Hold on.
And what about me did you want to marry?
You did the same thing with Jamie.
Yeah, and you still wanted to be with me.
Because I've already met you face to face and I knew you were...
Obviously, Lorne, I was playing a character.
Because we already met face to face, is what this man just said.
When
Reminder.
he was, Yeah, you go ahead.
That face-to-face meeting was his 37th birthday when he was arrested and met Chris Hansen as well. That was not a good face-to-face meeting.
Well, but it was a memorable first date.
It was. He will never forget it. But I'm saying, like, it was a meeting that took all of a few minutes, and you were in the same room together, so she could set you up so they could get good footage for TV before the police arrested you.
Yeah.
They had me play, so I didn't have my nudes released. I was an asshole to you on purpose.
Right, but the
because
first
they
2 months,
forced me to be an asshole.
the first 2 months, they weren't involved for the first 2 months.
And I was nice to you. You said it yourself.
Yeah, you was. I liked what I saw a lot in the first 2 months.
You was, I were.
Okay, well, forget about me. I'm saying, what was it about this lady who pooped her pants and this robot person that you were in love with?
Because she didn't start out pooping her pants.
Nice.
When she started pooping her pants and doing cocaine and being a psychopath, wishing your mom was, licking her pussy and wanting you to fuck her and all this stuff, what was it that you loved? What was it about Jamie that you loved?
It was that I was already, in my mind, I was already in love with somebody that showed me the person that they were.
What does that mean?
You do realize you can fall out of love with people poop.
But the person she was a person who shit in bathtubs and called you a pedophile and said she wanted to make oral sex love to your mother. So yes, she showed you who she was, a very shitty person. So what about that did you love?
She also was a dog fucker, though. Like, I think that's above shitting in the tub.
No, I agree, because I know people who have pissed in their bathtub during Lorne streams, and that's fine. That's just a normal. If your bathtub's right there, I'm saying if your bathtub's right there, what are you gonna do? Go to the toilet? No, you piss in the tub. And you go
No.
back to your stream. But shitting in the tub, yes, that's bad. Shitting because it creates another problem. What do you do with it? Do you chop it up into little pieces and force it down the drain? Do you scoop it up with like some newspaper and drop it in the? Oh, no, hold on. I'm cooking here.
I was trying to explain to you what you do in that process.
Oh, please,
but okay.
please, no, please.
That's when you stomp it down the drain.
We call
and then
this
you run the
Arkansas
backboard.
winemaking when you stomp your shit down the drain. Okay, Arkansas winemaking. Thank you.
Listen, you stomp it down and then you run the water so that it cleans itself up.
No, I assume the water run. Thank you for explaining that you run the water after you stomp shit down the drain.
Well, some people you really have to explain every single part of the process
every
to
step,
them.
So, but I mean, so he knew exactly who this person was.
Mm-hmm.
And still he's not answering the question, how do you fall in love with? That's the ultimate question. And he just, I wish we could have seen Lorne in court.
Do you think it's that he knows and he's too embarrassed to answer, or that he genuinely doesn't know?
I think he genuinely doesn't know.
Right.
Or he doesn't want to admit it. Because I think even one of the people at Sexual Assault University might have told him, like, he's in love with the idea of being in love. That's why the movies he likes, the media he likes, the fantasies in his stupid head, the songs he likes, it's all romance about romance.
And he's getting attention that he never got.
So it doesn't matter who that person is. He just there's a role in his head that girlfriend plays. And it doesn't matter if she's shitting in the tub and wanting to eat his mother out, or if she's a racist, or if she's got the doctor and the therapist, and it doesn't matter. Girlfriend fits girlfriend role, and that's all that matters.
Do you think Lorne would be a good boyfriend / husband?
Absolutely, yeah. Yeah, he's watched a lot of movies.
He's seen The Notebook. He's seen Valentine's Day.
He's seen Legally Blonde and Legally Blonde 2. He knows exactly what to do and what not to do to please your woman.
Poop their pants, right?
Yeah, I know.
So what was it that made you hold on to these two ridiculous people?
Stop asking.
Because I felt bad.
How she wanted to suck some dude's Dan's penis constantly.
I felt bad that I would leave them just because they were doing abnormal things.
Arkansas winemaking.
Holy, dude, if that's what you have to tell yourself, Jesus Christ. I don't even, that doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't make any sense that I felt bad about the way somebody was becoming.
You wanted to marry these people because you felt bad for them?
No. When they started doing fucked up shit. Winning.
Okay, well, they were still doing fucked up shit, and you still wanted to marry them, and you still said you loved them. What was it that was lovable? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
That was more feeling an obligation.
What was that feeling? That was more than an obligation. What was it?
Because I didn't want to hurt them.
Yeah.
You threatened to leave constantly, so you clearly didn't care about hurting them.
He also
I'm
screamed
saying,
at them constantly.
what made you?
Well, and then when they talked about breaking up, he would get really, we are not broken up. So how did you feel? You weren't with them out of pity or out of some sense of duty that you needed to be with this person because you got her pregnant or you were engaged, so you didn't know how to break the engagement. These were phone people.
Yeah, he could just block the number and been over with it. He didn't even have to break up.
No, just block the number. They can never get a hold of you again. They're phone people. Yeah, you met Casey that one time.
Well, that was a little different.
I just his reasoning for shit. And again, he's had so much time to think about these things on his own. And even if he isn't going to pay attention at sexual assault university, he could at least think about in his own life some of the mistakes that he's made. If he's going to ignore all the shit with underage children and try and say that it was love or whatever, or loneliness or him being taken advantage of, at least look at your life and say, hey, you know what? I will settle. I settle too easily for partners, and it's caused me a lot of harm. Look at all this shit on the internet. All this happened because I settled. And
that would have been a much better answer.
What?
That would have been a much better answer to
Casey?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that would be a great answer. But if he could do answers like that, then he wouldn't be on his 16th year at a sexual assault university.
Well, listen, people learn at different rates. Let's not shame him.
Yeah, that's true.
Hold on to these people. You only left Winnie when you thought her sister was available.
I don't know. My mind was
messed up at the time.
I was getting drunk back then, though.
Well,
yeah, I'm just gonna go to your default answer of my mind was messed up. What was it? You know
I felt
the
obligated. Casey, you keep asking me, and I keep telling you. I felt obligated, and I didn't want to hurt them.
That's such bullshit.
This is such a...
Oh, bullshit if you want. You got your answer.
It reminds me so much of like how he would talk to the catfish about why he kept talking to Kayla, because he said that he did it out of pity because nobody would talk to her.
Yeah, and he said he did it out of pity, and he also didn't want to stop talking to her because she would feel like he abandoned her.
Yeah, it's the same shit.
My question for Lorne is, when he's in that chat room and he sees this 13F Kentucky, why would he assume that there weren't other pedophiles in her DMs just like he was? How would he know there was no one talking to her?
Exactly, he didn't.
I mean, he was so sure that people would want to talk to her that he made sure she didn't go back to any chat rooms again.
I do think we are forgetting, though, that he were fucked up at the time. So maybe his thought process was a little bit different than ours.
Yeah, he doesn't even think like that anymore.
No.
The problem is Lorne couldn't say no.
Yeah, he has a really big problem saying no, even though we've heard him scream it at his catfish several times.
Different. That's different. He didn't want to say no. When Kayla said her parents weren't going to be home, you expect him to say no to that? Absolutely not. That'd be rude.
You're right.
Sir, not going to get a different answer.
I mean, you felt bad and then you left her for her sister. So clearly you didn't feel bad to do that.
Well,
you didn't feel obligated then.
Oh, God.
Yeah, so you're just full of shit. Just admit you were desperate. That's what it comes down to. Is you were just desperate.
Lorne,
Maybe that's what it comes down to. Maybe I just haven't thought about it enough.
Well, you should take this time that you're not working to think about why you do these things.
Okay, so how is it that you fell in love so fast with Jamie?
Because she was nice and sweet to me until I met her, and then they blackmailed me, and then she wasn't sweet and nice anymore.
yeah.
You proposed to her in less than 30 days.
I know.
Yeah, so you can't come at me like that. You only knew her for a month, and you asked her to be your wife. Are you fucking crazy?
I must have been. How long did you know each other?
When I proposed to her, I know I've said this before, it was all make-believe.
Okay.
Did you actually get married?
The person,
He just said it was make believe.
It was all make believe. Yeah, so where'd you get married?
I cannot believe him. Like, I know that he's an idiot, but like stuff like this just really solidifies how negative his IQ is.
I don't even think it's an idiot. It's childlike because he's 50-something year old doing the tit for tat. She's saying, look at all these relationships that you have just accepted these horrible people and this horrible behavior and their treatment of you. You're desperate. Oh yeah, well look at you with Jamie.
I know he always turns it around on the other person.
Instead of saying like, wow, you're right. That's a lot. That's not one person. That's a lot of people that I've you're right. You know what? Maybe I was desperate. Let's move on. Okay, maybe I was desperate. Then move the fuck on. But instead he's got to be like, maybe I was desperate, but what about you, bitch? What about this? Like what actual person wants to be in a relationship with someone who in order for them to accept accountability for something, they also have to point out something you're doing wrong.
I can't stand when people do that. It's just a way to get the spotlight off of him for a second.
Yeah.
and who doesn't exist? No, I didn't.
All right.
Because that's impossible.
Well,
You can't marry someone who isn't real.
tell that to the Japanese guy.
Didn't know how much, what length they went to blackmail you.
Okay. No, she didn't blackmail me to marry her.
All right.
And at that point, if it got to that point, I would say just release my nudes then, because that's insane.
Well, MJ
God
bitch,
damn, Casey.
was she
What
there
about
too? Was she there too?
Which one is that?
Maggie Joe.
Who?
Supposedly Will's fiance.
Oh, no.
The one with the
I don't know
southern
who
accent.
that is. The one with
Sorry.
an accent.
Huh?
I never talked to anybody with an accent.
With a southern accent?
No, I didn't.
Kennedy.
I didn't talk to anybody with an accent.
I figured out who MJ is. Kennedy.
Oh, you know
Oh,
what? That explains why MJ was always talking about red mold and slavery.
Yeah, and why none of the calls were released. Guys, I figured it out. It was Kennedy. Lorne, she just hung up every time she got, just like she said she would. Kennedy said if she ever was a catfish for Lorne, she would hang up on him every time.
That's great for content.
Imagine how good those calls would be.
Yeah.
Hello, click, and that's the whole call.
Also, can I make a little side comment or question?
Yeah.
Why is Lorne's face the same color as his tongue?
It's supposed to be.
I don't think it is. Why is that a thing? I've noticed.
You know what? If you squint just a little bit, it looks like a real fucked up top lip now.
Like he got filler.
Like yeah, like he went to Mexico and got himself a really cheap filler, and then he got a Brazilian butt lift. We can't see that, but he wanted to show off his lip filler. Because if you see his lip like that, you're not going to focus on his teeth.
You know that, and it's also weighing it down so that the lip covers the tooth.
I like it actually.
It does a lot for him.
It really does look like a lip the more you look at it.
It really does. I hate that you pointed that out.
Or anybody by that name.
The one that Will said that he was engaged to.
In the Spider-Man outfit.
Will lied to you. He wasn't engaged to her. I don't know. I never talked to someone named Maggie Joe. I never met a Maggie Joe.
All right. Well, one of of the conversations you told Will that you saw Maggie Joe and she has a fat ass.
Well, that's probably what I said, but you gotta remember, Lorne, they tell me to say these things to you. You're blending things together. It's all, just remember before you say something that everything's fake.
Wow. Well, that's called a clue.
Fucking nuts.
Why did you bring that up?
I'm just wondering if
Oh.
Maggie Joe was really a person, because when they sent me that big black fucking dildo,
Yeah.
said Maggie Joe's name right on the box.
Oh.
Well, only
the
Maggie
address
Joe
bar.
can write her name on a box.
Please.
Yeah, you can write anybody's name on it. They don't verify it.
I know.
Then why would you ask? Yeah, I know.
You can write an address on anything. Remember when I had you send that drawing of
Yeah.
me, and I had you send it to an address? That was just an address.
Huh?
That's just a made-up address. You can make up anything.
I had a feeling that it was.
No, you
Yeah,
did not.
so
No.
they wrote Maggie Joe and put an address on it. That doesn't mean that's exactly where it came from.
When I sent that drawing, I sent it, and then it's like the next day I was thinking about it, and I was like, I wonder if that's even her real address.
Never once thought that.
That's a thought that ever comes into your head. Why keep talking to us?
Has it ever popped into my head? Why is who talking to us?
I'm saying, if you have even the slightest inkling that who you're talking to isn't real, then why do you talk to them?
I love you.
Because I guess I just don't want to believe that they're lying to me.
Because you're desperate, right?
Yeah.
That one chance that they might be telling the truth.
FOMO. See, this dude just explained FOMO, Dick, brilliantly. The reason why he would see 5 pictures of Kayla and still show up. The reason why he's gonna let you shit in a bathtub and make love to animals, and you could call his mother a gorilla, and you could talk shit about us. You could steal from this man, but if there is a chance he is going to get to put his hand on or near a vagina, he'll let it slide. He'll let that shit slide.
He's that desperate for it.
He got that FOMO, Dick. He doesn't want to miss out. And he's going to get you all primed up so that some other dude can swoop in and take all his hard work.
That's fucked up.
I'm saying that's like sitting at a slot machine, getting up, and then the next dude that sits down hits the jackpot. Someone's going to hit the jackpot with Winnie shitting in tubs, saying stuff about Hitler, and doing all that crazy stuff because Lorne got her all primed up to be the perfect woman. He's not going to let that happen.
The perfect woman does love Hitler, you're right.
And shit in tubs.
And
Like
shit in tubs.
Arkansas grape stomping. That's a thing now, guys.
It's been a thing for centuries. It's a tradition. What are you talking about?
You better look, Nathaniel. You better knock that shit down the drain, and then he just starts just fucking tap dancing like nuts, while you pour buckets of water on his feet
From the well outside.
You're just running as fast as you can.
I gotta go fill up the bucket. It's got a hole in it too, so I gotta be really fast so it doesn't leak out.
That's desperation. You're just desperate.
Maybe.
Are you just sad and lonely?
Oh my God, Casey.
What is it that makes you so desperate? Is there no women in Cornville?
Adult women.
No, there's women. Since
it's only Wendy.
Casey, you have no idea what that thing did to me.
It made people know you're a pedophile.
It fucked me up.
Is that what it is? Is because you don't want to explain this thing to a real woman?
No.
I'm just trying to figure out why you get catfished over and over and over again. Is that what it boils down to? You just don't want to have to tell a woman face to face?
Okay.
I mean, there's shame in that. I wouldn't want to. If I was taught for that, I would be mortified trying to date someone in real life and have to explain that to them.
I've got shame in myself that I ever did that.
No, you don't.
That's why you fall for the catfishes, you think? Because you don't want to, like, explain it to a real woman?
No, who would want to explain that? It's not the person that I really am. That's why I don't like explaining it.
It is, though.
Oh, come on.
I don't like people seeing me that way.
Yeah.
There's nothing I can do about it.
Yeah, and that's completely understandable. And that's nothing to be, like, ashamed of. Like, ashamed of not wanting to. I mean, you should be ashamed of the crime, of course. But I'm saying you
Yeah.
shouldn't be ashamed of not wanting to have to explain that to a real woman. And you think that's why you fall for catfishes all the time? Because you're scared of a woman in real life?
I'm scared of explaining it and being judged.
And because you have to tell these, like, fake women over the phone, that kind of softens it for you? Or I guess because they already know most of the time, right?
No, it's because over the phone, if we end it, then it's ended.
No, not what she asked.
Well,
And
I would hope that'd be the same case if they were in person, that you would leave them alone if they ended it.
Oh, Casey.
That question wasn't even, or answer wasn't even adjacent to what Casey asked
Not
him.
even close. No,
He just makes up a question in his head to answer.
Yeah, because and I mean, right there, that was Casey asking like a real Dr. Phil like question. That was a
I don't
Dr.
like
Phil
Dr. Phil.
question. I don't give a shit. I didn't ask. This wasn't, hey Nuggies, do you like Dr. Phil? And that's where I was going with this.
Okay, but I don't, so can we use a different example? Can we do Dr. Oz?
So this is like Dr. Oz. What Dr. Oz would say was, there's no shame in being afraid to have to tell people who and what you are. I would be ashamed too. That's such a real statement. There's no trolling in that.
Yeah.
It's such a real statement. Is that why you take this kind of abuse from women? Because you don't want to have to explain it? Well, if we break up, it's just easy because I can just change my number.
And that's not even like the thing with Lorne too is that like he was such a stalker with any of the women like in his real life. There's no way that he'd like let a relationship go.
Well, with the phone, he can't drive to California and stalk someone's home. He can't go to someone's work if they're in another state. So like he is right in the sense that if it's safe for them if it's a long distance relationship because Lorne can't stalk them, but that had nothing to do with the question.
It also just doesn't go with Lorne because he would never care about something like that, I don't think.
About what?
About the safety of his partner.
Of course not. Of course, it was like you said, it was an answer to a question that wasn't asked, but it was like, but yes, if it's safe for them if they're dating Lorne long distance because he cannot legally stalk them the way he could if you're in Cornville or if you're in Maine, period. Because he'll drive by, he'll show up at work, he'll do all that, and he'll try and make it look like it's cutesy and he's checking up on you, or he was worried about you because he heard there was an accident with a red Miata, and you're like, but I drive a blue Toyota Tercel, and he's like, well, maybe they misreported the car that was in the accident.
Well, he's also colorblind.
Yeah, I just wanted to check on you. Who's this? Who's this asshole?
This is my boss.
Fuck do you want?
I don't want you having a male boss.
Explain.
And you're terrified of ending it. So what are you even talking about? I mean, you stuck with Winnie, Jamie. You tried getting Ramona back after she told you everything.
Mm.
You stay with the poop lady, her sister, all these things. After she's like sucking some dude's dick over and over and over again. Like you put up with anything to avoid having to end it.
It was supposed to be a really nice dick, though.
And that's being desperate, you think?
Might be part being desperate.
A little.
part, I don't want to hurt somebody. Probably I don't want to be hurt.
I don't think it has anything about you getting hurt or hurting someone, because clearly you were getting hurt. He was sucking someone's huge dick the entire time.
Damn.
And leaving her actually probably would have ended all the hurt and suffering. And then you left her for her sister, so you didn't care about hurting her. But I think it's really just the desperation.
Maybe.
I mean, it's been what, like maybe 30 years since you probably had sex?
Oh my god.
That's normal.
That's normal.
2 nights before the sting.
Yeah, it's funny you say that, because in the chat log you're talking to the child at like 11:30 at night. You were talking to the kid. So I don't think you really did, because
And even if that was true, it just makes Lorne look so much worse.
Yeah,
And
that
like-
like right after he hooked up with somebody, he'd hop on the computer to groom a little girl.
Well, because it proves that Lorne wasn't lonely and wasn't just looking for if he was able to have out here having sex with a grown woman who, you know, while he's all like when, how, so he can do that, but then he also has to go and sleep with a child who he was telling he was in love with and everything else.
Right.
He should get, like, they should take him back to re-sentence this man for that. Because I don't remember him. I'm sure he didn't tell them, oh, well, 2 nights before I went to have sex with a child, I had sex with an adult woman.
She were an
Right.
adult girl.
She were an adult girl. Oh, wasn't it like Mike's mom? Wasn't that what he said?
I think so, yeah. The
might-
the little boy that had to go sit and watch TV.
I don't know if he's a little boy.
Well, anybody that's I don't know how old the kid
It was
was.
an adult age man who was out with his mom while she's having sex with a
Oh, okay. So I always thought that he was like a preteen.
No, I thought he was like, oh, we'll see. I thought maybe he was even at the bar with his mom.
Well, I mean, some moms will take their kids to the bar.
Well,
I don't.
He might have been her wingman. He goes over and he goes, "Hey, my mom wants to fuck." And Lorne's like,
Lorne
"You know
was
what?
like, "Let's do it."
Like, let me just belt out a little Journey, and then we'll be on our way."
More like the national anthem.
He's gonna sing Journey. He was gonna, because he's, I don't know if you know this, but when Lorne was in prison, he played with the band, the prison band, and they played all the same notes, just like Journey did, and Lorne sang all the same notes, just like Steve Perry.
I believe it. Lorne's got he's got the pipes for it.
He wasn't smoking.
He didn't have an option.
He sounded like a fucking angel.
they mentioned that on the website that you say that. And then here's the proof. We have the whole chat log right here with timestamps.
Oh.
Casey, you know them timestamps on that dialogue, none of them are right. There's
Lorne.
very few of them that are right.
Well,
How would you
forget
know?
the timestamps. The dates are all there.
Well, why do
You
you
were
have the chat log in front of you?
No, I don't have it in front of me. I said I've seen it. And I'm mentioning it to you right now because you brought it up, that they mentioned that. And the point is, you wouldn't have had time to hook up with someone else.
Most of the timestamps are fucked up.
Okay. And again, I don't see the purpose in lying to me about that. I don't care either way. I'm just saying, I understand the desperation.
But Casey, I'm trying to be honest with you about things that I'm feeling.
You know what I know. Like, you know deep down that you weren't having sex with someone 2 nights before. You know that. You know it. And you're like,
I know I was.
That fucking liar's laugh. There it
I went out.
is.
Oh yeah, he's famous for that shit. He got caught.
Getting that goofy little laugh. I swear, every time I look away from my screen and I look back, his face is like redder.
I think it's just normal. I think it's just a normal red-faced man.
No, I think so. Blue Boy put an effect on that to make that look darker over time.
Okay, we'll ask Blue Boy.
it's stuff like this that you want a real relationship and you want honesty and you don't give it. And it's I don't know, Lorne. I don't know what to say about you.
I'm trying to be honest with you about this, Casey.
I know, and you're
I
embarrassed to
tried.
tell the
I had
truth.
gone out.
You're embarrassed to tell the truth that you didn't have sex the 2 nights before, And
You
I'm
don't wanna
telling you, I do not care either way. I'm just saying that you want honesty and you don't give honesty back.
I'm trying to be honest with you, and you're not letting me.
You got to admit to me right here that you really weren't having sex the night before or whatever you're saying. I know
You're
you
not
aren't
accepting. I'm
that because
telling
you
you.
have to ride this lie out.
I can't do anything about you not accepting what I'm telling you. I'm trying to explain it
Yeah,
all
no.
to you, and you don't want. You just want to keep talking. You don't want to hear it.
Oh my god.
Well,
I don't
no,
like
it's just 'cause I've
when he
heard
gets
it.
this tone of voice
Two
when
nights
he knows
before
he's
the thing.
lying.
Yeah, instead of just dropping it.
Yeah.
He's gone too far. He doesn't want to admit, okay, I was wrong. And so he'd rather just keep. I don't know what is his goal with these. When you get into these arguments, what's the goal here? How does it end?
I don't know, because like he's almost never with the catfish like winning when it comes to these situations. They
No.
don't back down and accept what he's telling them.
Well, and then he just wants the conversation will end sometimes with them going, oh, you know what? I'll just talk to you later. And then when they get on the phone again, it's like sitcom reset. It's just never happened, and we're just moving on to something else. And then when it gets brought up again, he doesn't understand. Why didn't we have this conversation? There was no resolution.
God, I know somebody else that was like that.
No, you're not listening.
No, you don't understand.
Stop doing that auto tune.
I went out with a 19-year-old guy.
Oh,
his name is Mike.
Here we go.
And his mom. They lived just up the road from the karaoke bar that I used to go to all the time.
Okay.
They went there with me.
Uh-huh.
We went back to my house, back to my apartment.
Wait. Does anyone know if that karaoke bar Lorne is talking about was 21 plus?
That's a good question.
I mean, because normally aren't bars 21 plus?
I mean, can't you like go into one without ordering anything?
I don't know. I don't know. Just a question.
Also, another thing, if this kid is 19, why the fuck did he leave with his mom? Why wouldn't he just go home?
Who? Mike?
Yeah, why wouldn't he just go home?
He wanted to come hang out at Lorne's, and
he wanted to watch Beavis and Butthead while his mom got some.
Well, I don't even think Lorne had TV. Let's hear the story. Maybe I'm remembering it.
We're jumping to conclusions.
Yeah,
Mike stayed in the living room, and me and his mom went in the bedroom.
Normal.
That was 2 nights before the sting.
You realize that makes it worse that you went to the Sting house then.
Oh.
If you were able to have sex with an adult woman, that makes it worse that you went to go try to have sex with a kid.
Nice, Casey.
That makes it worse.
Oof.
Because it means you had options. It means you had adult woman options.
Yeah, Casey, I know. My head was fucked up at the time. How many times did I have to tell you that?
Nice.
Why are you going back to the Sting now?
Got a jail free.
It's just I give up on getting honesty out of you. I know it's not going to happen.
Well, you got honesty. It's not my fault that you don't want to accept it.
Mm-hmm. Well, it is your fault. I mean, he just sat there and waited for you to bang his mom.
On the floor.
Yeah.
I didn't want to do anything with her.
What?
I told her that tonight when she even went there with us. Told her nothing was going to happen. I kept trying to shake her off, and she kept trying to put herself on me.
So you were right.
All I could do at the bar was sit in the chair and drink.
Okay.
But you took her home.
Yes. At the bar, she wouldn't leave you alone, and you even had to tell her in the beginning, hey, I'm Lorne. We're not having sex tonight. My girlfriend's 13. And she was like, or whatever. She started talking about Mesopotamia and ancient Incan lovemaking.
Ancient Sumerian history.
Well, an ancient Sumeria. Swoon. I don't know, but if the woman wouldn't leave you the fuck alone, why are you either going back to her place and banging while Mike's on the beanbag chair in the living room, are like, why is Mike involved? How did you end up in this, having sex with this woman who you didn't even want to do it? In 48 hours, this man was forced to do several things he never meant to do.
Also, just a little aside too. What if he wants to tell this story? Why wouldn't he have gone to her place where there's, I'm assuming to be at least one bed?
Or yeah, right. And Mike stayed at the bar, and me and his mom. Why did he include Mike being in the living room while they're banging?
Why
That's
did
odd.
he include Mike at all?
Well, I mean, okay, fine. Yeah, why was Mike, who's literally half his age, why is that his buddy and they're hanging out at the karaoke bar? That's one.
Yeah.
Two, why did Mike say, "Are you guys going home to fuck? Mind if I roll with you?" Why?
Because they live really close. So either one of them has a car and he can
Or
go
they
home, or two,
walk?
he can walk home.
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense. Like, the thing about Lorne is that he can't even lie, right?
Yes. I know. And Mike could have waited in the car, right? I'm just gonna wait here while you guys bang. Let me know when you're done.
But no, he had to go
Like,
inside
really,
and sit on Lorne's computer and download shit from LimeWire and give him a
and
bunch
play
of
Flappy
viruses.
Bird or whatever he was
Yeah.
doing on mini clips.
Everywhere I move, she moved with me.
Oh,
You're so full of shit. But okay, I'm done with that story
Casey.
Minesweeper.
because I know it's a lie.
Come on, sweet.
All right, well, you think that then.
Okay.
I love you. No.
Okay, so what is it about me that you like?
Maybe I just don't want to hurt you, and I don't want to hurt me.
All right, now you're being a smart ass.
Maybe I just feel bad.
Like I said, now you're being a smart ass.
Yeah. Nice. Hey, so real quick, what are your thoughts on the whole? I don't know if we briefly touched on the Lorne marriage baby thing, but what are your thoughts on that currently?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I don't one, I think it's really, I don't want to be mean, but I think it's kind of dumb to assume that Lorne has a biological baby on the way or at all. Like, there's no way that kid is his. I think it's just
it is
another
possible.
catfish tactic. I really don't think so.
It is possible.
If it is possible and it's true, then I will I'll eat my shoe.
Okay. I'm gonna remember
I do that
that.
anyway though.
Arkansas steak. So I will say, and I'm 99% sure it's bullshit, but I'm working on. So I did find the name of someone who is allegedly engaged to the full name of someone who's engaged to Lorne. They live in the U.S., not in Canada, and I have an address of this person verified, and reached out to a few people from like background checks. Haven't heard back from anyone yet, but that is I did a search and was able to locate the name and state, which our city and state, which led to but I don't know. I don't know because I haven't been able to locate any socials or anything to verify. No one has. One of the relatives is a school teacher, though, which I thought was kind of interesting.
You know, you don't have to dox Jessie like this.
Yeah.
Cause so you know how she wanted to get in Lorne's pants. Maybe she really did.
She did. But it's not and she's 34. If
This has
is
got
real,
to be a catfish.
she's 34. She lives in the States about a few hundred miles from Lorne.
I think that this is a another LJ situation.
I mean, it very well could be. That's what I'm saying. But I mean, it is a real person. Like, it is a real person. There is a real address. All that's verified. But I just, as far as a connection or what, or the connection to Lorne, that has yet to be determined. So that's something that I've been kind of working on over the last few weeks, but nothing yet.
Well, I would love an update.
Well, yeah, I don't know.
When
I
you
was
get
sure.
that.
I was sure it was bullshit, in the beginning, but just until I know for sure, I just don't know. So I'm kind of on the fence about it.
I'll make sure that my Nikes are heated in the microwave.
You have Nikes, come on.
Listen,
Stop.
I have Nikes. I just didn't say where I got them, which was the dumpster behind a sports academy.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
All right. What are we doing?
I didn't think you could hear me there for a minute.
Oh, this
Yeah, I
is
can
going
hear
to be
you.
the last call because it's 45 minutes. Okay.
Okay.
We're not going to text all back and forth because I feel like things are not getting across to you. What is it you want to do here?
Well, what I want to do is I want you to be here right now. That's what I want.
Nice.
Okay, well, that's a possibility. So what's your next suggestion?
Give me your real number.
What does that have to do with that?
What does it have to do with what?
Why is my real number so important?
Because the Google numbers, that's how they fooled me the whole time.
Yeah.
Probation knows that. My counselor knows
Okay,
that.
well, if you don't trust me, then stop talking to me.
But
It's really that simple.
it's
If
not
you
that
think
simple,
my
Casey.
phone number, it really is though. If you think my phone number is like the thing that is making you not trust me, I'm not giving you my phone number right now. I do not feel comfortable doing that. You're not going to get it. So, what do you want to do?
It doesn't make sense.
You told Sue everything. I thought I can trust you once before, and you burned me. And now there's a possibility my news get leaked. And that's your fault because you can't keep your mouth shut. I don't trust you. You also lied to me because you said that your probation officer wanted my ID, everything unblurred. And then when I said she can email me, you told me then all of a sudden she didn't want any of it.
Well,
Which is very fucking weird.
Before she did want it.
Okay, well, she didn't when you told me to do it that time. And that's very bizarre. So I can't trust
I know. Well, look at last time. You can't say anything to me about lying because look at how much I was lied to.
What?
I saw something weird today.
He's saying you can't question why I'm asking you things because look how much I've been, because he found out about Jamie, all that being fake. The wedding to Jamie was fake. Like all that stuff was fake. So he's saying, I can't trust you. You shouldn't ask me to trust you. But then why are you talking to her?
Yeah, but it also it's also just another tit for tat thing.
Yeah. Well, but and this is how he has. This is the only method of control or power that Lorne has is holding the things you've done to him, over you. You cheated on me, so you can't get mad at me for doing blank because you cheated on me. Like, so he'll stay with you because those are just points in his bank of sadness that he can use one day as an excuse for something. Like, sure, I told you I wasn't gonna go get drink with my buddy, but remember that time you fucked that dude? I didn't get really mad at you. Like, look, I took you back.
You know what I think is really funny? The only bank in which Lorne isn't in the negative is his sadness bank.
The sadness bank is full.
He's rich. He's got Elon Musk money in there.
Because if him and Casey were together, she was like, you lied to me. How about when you lied to me and told me you were Kayla at that Sting house?
Yeah, you lied to me. That's worse than me trying to come and kidnap you.
You lied to me on national fucking TV. Told me your name was goddamn Kate. Told me you had just dyed your hair. That was always your hair color.
Do you even like to sit on the edge of chairs?
You don't, do you? I can't believe anything you say.
A story you told that you fucked some woman with your toe?
A little toe banging? It's called an Arkansas how do you do.
What do you know about Arkansas how do you do? Nothing.
That was a drunk night that me and her were flirting with each other.
Oh my god.
Is a toe fuck flirting? I think
Yeah.
it's more than flirting.
No, it depends. It depends if you have your sock on or not.
I thought that was if it's gay or not.
Yeah.
What?
was God knows how many years ago. That was probably over about 20 years ago.
Well, what the hell happened? I thought that was fake.
Huh?
I thought that was a fake story. So what happened?
What sounds fake about
Oh,
that?
we were just drunk, and her and I were flirting with each other, and
I shoved my toe in.
I
She were a
stuck
flirt
my
girl.
toe in her pussy under the table.
Oh.
That was 20 years ago.
It was damn close to 20 years ago.
And did she like punch you in the face?
No. Mm-mm.
Did she punch me in the face? Hell no. She was flirting with me.
Yeah, with her vagina.
Did she stuck her toe in your asshole? What happened?
No, she didn't stick her toe in my ass.
It's silly.
She had her, foot all. She had her foot all over my crotch.
Wait, at the same
Wow.
time?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, now I lost all train of thought.
How little was this table?
Huh?
I lost all train of thought when you said that.
Yeah, because I'm thinking about the logistics of it, and
It doesn't make any
Not that it-
sense.
no, especially because Lorne's got little short legs, so it'd have to be a very small table.
Yeah, right. Like it's this little tiny table, and he's got his leg up, he's got his foot up, and it's just a poking away at her vagina, and then her 2 feet are on his lap, just rubbing all over his crotch with her feet.
But if she has both feet,
Exactly. How
Hold
how does that work?
can you draw a diagram like you did for the threesome?
And then mail it. Let me give you an address to mail it to. 1111111.
123 West Avenue.
Okay.
It was a long time ago, and we were drinking, and her and I were flirting.
That's not
If
flirting.
she was she just like not wearing any pants?
I don't remember if she was wearing panties or not. I think she was wearing panties, and I was just able to
Slice right through him.
slide them over.
With your toe?
And was she just wearing
I
panties, jeans
got my
on?
toe in there somehow. I wasn't really feeling for panties.
You just, I mean,
You would know
How
if those
did
were
you
there
get
or not.
past
Lauren,
her
come on.
pants, like her jeans?
She wasn't wearing jeans. She was wearing a mini skirt.
Wow.
What color was it?
Well, that is, I feel very gross.
Yeah, we did some
made up things.
we did some
Made up
parties
things.
back
Shut
then.
up.
Yeah, I don't know how much of.
Some of the girls that I partied with were kind of wild.
Yeah.
But no, it was back then. It was almost 20 years ago, so it's nothing I even think about now.
Okay.
Thankfully, I don't see them girls. Those were some of Tony's friends that Tony knew from his work in construction.
It always comes back to
And what
Tony.
do? You just stuck it in there and then took it out?
Ooh,
You
good
were like,
little
all
woman.
right, that's it for what happened next.
After that, her and I decided to go get a sandwich, and we had sex in the back of my truck.
Again?
Under the
Well,
Yeah.
I did get the sandwiches.
The thing was not sex. That was just flirting.
You're right. That's my bad.
Then, if you enjoy the sensation of the toe bang, then you might escalate it past flirting and give the man a kiss.
On the cheek.
Right? Give him a kiss on the cheek. Then go from, you don't want to be too forward.
No.
Just because the toe has been in your vagina.
We aim for
ladies-
subtlety around here.
Ladies, just because a toe has been in your vagina does not mean you owe that man sex. And I want you to know that comes directly from me and Sloth Cat and Blue Boy and also Cybersqueak, who is 100% Mo Negro. So
Yeah, that's true.
so just remember that. Remember that. A toe in your vagina does not always have to equal sex. All right, you had something stupid to say?
I was just gonna ask if that also included Cornville 3-way.
No. No. Absolutely,
fair
you
enough.
owe that man. If that little hawk toe gets into your vagina, you owe that man sex. And he will confirm that.
You
Have
heard
you
it
seen
here.
his feet? Have you seen them? They're actually like little hobbit feet. They're adorable.
No,
Yeah, they're all hairy, like little hobbit feet.
that's gross.
Yeah, thick. Wait, what's going on here?
I was a little wild at one point. That was when I was getting used by everyone.
Oh,
I just wound up not caring.
Poor thing. You became a man whore.
That sounds pretty unbelievable.
Yeah. You can believe me
Well, I
that
used to get bullied pretty bad, so I just started inserting my toes into people.
Yeah, sometimes you have to give back what the world is giving you.
Yeah.
So I gave vaginas my toe.
People call me a nerd, and so I went around just shoving my toe into anybody near me.
Toe banging. I didn't even feel for panties. After a while, I got so good at it that my toe was like a heat-seeking missile,
Oh my
and
god!
it would just find the vagina.
I just
Don't
hop around on one foot, and I'd use my toe like a metal detector.
listen. Do not put me at a small table across from a woman in a miniskirt, because I can't even help myself.
It just controls itself.
It's just flirting. Just a good old-fashioned flirting.
it's true. That wasn't the only night I had sex with her either. There were a couple other nights too.
These are lies.
That's really nice.
Her sister was the one that I dated for 2 weeks, and she lived with me at the time.
Whoa. Wait. So was he saying, remember when he said that girl lived with him who was a druggie? And the sisters had to come and move her out because while Lorne was at work?
I do.
So is this who he's talking about? This is one of the sisters who had to come move the girl out that he was living with. So in Lorne's story, one of the sisters who came over to help move her sister out that was living with Lorne had Lorne's toe in her vagina.
Possibly. This might be the brandy, one of the 3 brandies that we hear
Yes.
about all the time.
Brandy C.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Mom in.
You toe fuck your ex-girlfriend's vagina or your ex-girlfriend's sister.
You what?
The wild.
You toe fuck your ex-girlfriend's sister.
Well, she wasn't my ex-girlfriend at the time. She wasn't even my girlfriend at the time.
Wouldn't that be awkward?
I'm not sure if I had even met her. I don't remember if I had even met her at that time.
Oh, there's the train.
Yeah.
It had to show up at some point.
The time kind of all blends in together, but I know I didn't meet her sister until after I met her. Met her first.
Okay, Lord Jesus.
And she was actually the one who introduced me to her sister.
The toe fuck
She was
girl.
actually the one that got me and her sister together. It was a long time ago, and those were very wild days.
You would remember this. You would remember the girl that you toe fucked and then had sex with in your truck under the stars, who then introduced you to her sister, who you dated, who lived with you for 2 weeks, who then had to move out in a dramatic escape, like she's Katie Holmes leaving Tom Cruise. You would remember that shit.
No, listen, Lawrence just lives such a wild life that pales in comparison to some of the other stories that he has.
I mean, like, this man is full of dry. It's like Jorn with his. Jorn tells all these boring fucking stories, never about the movie he made with the Church of Satan, never the interesting story. But let's hear about that story. I want the real story of this girl who lived with you for 2 weeks. What happened? Why did she have to escape? Let's hear that, and not about the planks of wood you're stapling around the house.
Well, personally, I just want to hear more about how pissing loud is indicative of having a large dink.
Well, have you ever heard anyone piss in the bathtub?
Yeah, very gross.
Yeah, it was a lot of being drunk.
Yeah.
Did
she kill herself?
Your
Huh?
toes had the dexterity
Did
to
she end
move
up
a woman's
killing herself?
hand out of the way while you were drunk
No,
off
she's
your
actually
ass.
married today, and she's very happy.
Oh, good.
See, the train thinks that's bullshit.
Yeah, he was a traitor.
Which is, it really is very good for her, because she was
A whore.
out of hand wild. And
So you still talk to her?
Oh no.
no, I haven't seen her since before Tony died. I think it was like a year before Tony, not even a year before Tony died.
Unnecessary details.
Saw her and her husband. They went over to Tony's. And she got lucky and showed up there when Wendy's daughter wasn't there, and nobody else was there, because well, she was so wild that she wound up leaving the state, because a lot of people were really, really mad at her. But then her mom died.
Isn't that kind of the story he tells about Paula?
It's very similar.
He says Paula had to go to Alaska because there were a lot of people who were mad at her in Washington State, didn't he?
Something like that, which, I mean, is what Lorne says about himself.
No, he never says that he... No, stop.
Well, somebody said that he got ran out of Maine.
I'm sure he did, but he doesn't say that.
Oh.
He left for the land of opportunity in country music to start his career, not because he had stolen money from an old woman and had been known around town as a fucking scammer. That's not why in Lorne's head. But yeah, I'm sure that is absolutely why. So that's the beauty of Lorne leaving for Nashville, is that he left there and thinking, next time I come back here, I'm gonna be a big fucking star. Fuck all these people and their low opinions of me. And he comes back as a registered sex offender.
Who's been on national TV.
That's, I mean, like 200 and something men in history were on that show, and Lorne from Little Cornville, Maine, he did it. He suffered on the world's biggest stage when he quit the basketball because it became too much. And he said, and people told him, Lorne, you're never going to be anything. You're never going to amount to anything. You think you're going to see yourself on TV? You think people are going to know your name, Lorne Armstrong? No one will remember your name. But guess what? But guess what?
But guess what?
Huh?
Mad at her for what?
I don't know. I wasn't around at that time when all that, when whatever happened, and I never even asked Tony about it. But
yes, you did.
Her mom died and left everything to her. And
is that why you left the state too?
Because of her? No.
No, because everyone was mad at you?
No, I left the state because everybody was using me to the point where I couldn't think for myself. I couldn't think straight at all. I mean, I was a low point in my life. That it was sad.
Lower than right now?
I couldn't say the word no to anybody. I wound up screwing Betty unintentionally. Wound up losing a lot of money that I had.
Mention this thing.
Well,
I would
have been able to say the word no to people.
No.
I never would have gotten to that point. It fucked me up pretty good. But
okay.
At least now I can say the word no and not have to worry about it.
Right.
And I try to keep the losers out of my life. The people that are going to do damage to me.
All right, well, back on that topic of that, what do you want me to do? Do you want me to just not talk to you until I'm ready to go up there?
Yeah.
Pretty much.
What I want is some way to that we can show probation that you're real and you're not a catfish. And
told you to give her my email address.
That's not going to do it.
How would that not do it? You can ask me whatever she wants. You can get my ID, anything.
Because it's your email address. Anybody can make up an email address and give it to anybody.
Okay, well, if she wants me to call her, she should tell me what she wants me to do.
That's like your ID, too. Anybody can make up an ID and give it to anybody.
All right, so then what do you want me to do?
I don't know.
Well, what does your probation officer want that's going to prove I'm real?
I don't know. Ashley's not going to be back until the 30th. She's on vacation for 2 weeks. But my counselor today, talking to her, she's helping me to think of the stuff that I need to think about that I didn't think about before, and that's how they all want to be able to catfish me.
Because you bring this up once a week after you talk to your therapist.
Yeah, well, don't you think that's a good thing?
No, it means you never figured out how to stop.
What's the good thing?
Don't you think it's a good thing that I talked to her?
Well, you have to talk to her.
Huh?
Don't you have to?
Yeah, you're court ordered.
Yeah, are you in a bad area?
No.
Your phone's not coming in as good as it normally does.
It's probably your TV that's at full blast.
Actually, I got it down low.
Well, what's that noise? Are you in a truck? Why does it sound like wind?
Oh, it's the air conditioner and the fan is on. You want me to turn it off?
Several TVs.
I can turn it off. It's not that hot in here now.
They're all playing something different.
Yeah.
Let me turn the air conditioner off. That might be what the problem is. Turn the fan off too. All right, how's that?
I can hear you. You tell me.
Well, you haven't talked enough yet for me to be able to tell.
Okay, well, I'm talking. This is me talking. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Hopefully it stays that way.
Okay. Great.
I don't know what to do.
Okay, well, you told me earlier we can't talk until I come up there, and then you kept texting me. So what do you want to do?
I want you.
I know that.
I don't want
I'm saying right now.
I don't want you saying all kinds of stuff to me to try to make me feel bad, Casey. There's no reason to do that.
We were talking shit about your brother for like 2 days. So if you're allowed to talk shit about your brother, I can talk shit about you.
Yeah, but you don't know the whole story behind my brother. You don't know how much I put into him. Huh?
I know your whole story, but I don't care what his story is. The point is, you make fun of him for being a piece of shit when you're also a piece of shit.
I'm not making fun of him. I am not making fun of him. I am extremely mad at him. He has done this for years.
I'm not going to talk about your brother anymore. What do you want to do? I'm going to ask you again until you give me an answer. Do you want to keep talking or no? Because I'm not going to keep texting you back and forth if you're gonna, every other message is, well, I can't talk to you till you get here.
Oh, we got to figure out something so they know you're not catfishing me. And
you got to figure out something. I don't care if they know I'm real or not.
Well,
I
You can't just put up that banner and not say anything.
What are you talking about?
You know what I'm talking about.
Sub-Zero.
No, mi IBS.
Oh, can you call me your precious English prince? So imagine a grown man asking you, will you please refer to me as your precious English prince during live streams?
Give me a wrench while you're at it.
Yeah. And he really did. He asked Clobber that, and Clobber ignored him.
As he should.
The only one who complied was Jorn Comedy.
You know what? I'm kind of shocked that he did, considering how homophobic he could be.
Yeah, I don't know. I do have something real quick that while Lorne contemplates what's going on with his life, a bully sent me this.
Oh.
And I just want you guys to hear it.
Chris Hansen is like God, of course. And then I think Chris is West. Like, those are the top guys. And then Eel and Shinkuala and Master Chubeli.
Mr. Chubeli, king of pornography. Mr. Chubeli, biggest name in the community.
Chubeli.
Mr. Chubeli was around before Ember.
What?
Mr. Chubeli, most valuable community member.
Look who it is. It's Master Chubeli.
It's Mr. Chubeli.
What's your response, man?
Shout out to Silent Rick. Oh yeah.
What's up?
Eel Rick is a bitch. Oh
Hear that? You're a little bitch.
All you Mo Negroes bow to Daddy West.
You're one of Wes's twins. Good job, buddy. Wes said that I was unemployed, which that doesn't bother me because I am unemployed. I'm a fucking dick, man, and I hate it. By the way, I'm going to hell. Hi, Wes. Hi, Daddy.
What'd you think?
I love that. That was... Hi, Wes.
Guys, don't send me stuff like that. That's bullying.
Yeah, that's a major bully move.
I still have the sound effect that I haven't reloaded yet. That would definitely get a ka-ching.
Wow.
Can you give that a ka-ching real quick?
Ka-ching. Why are you laughing? That was good. I did a good job.
You have to figure that out. Your shit out. Because I don't care.
Well, you care about me, right?
My life's gonna go on with or without you. I know I'm real. If you don't think I'm real, then I'm telling you right now not to talk to me.
Hey,
I'm telling you that too.
I know your life's going to go on with or without me. That's a given.
You expect people to go through so much shit for you.
Would you rather have it with me or without me?
Or if you think I'm fake, the point is I can't do what you want me to do. You want my number? I said no. You want me to go up there right now? I said no.
No, it still doesn't make sense to me why you wouldn't give me your real number. I mean, you gave it to Alex in a matter of 2 hours.
Why do you think you are worth it to go through all this shit for?
If you love me, then
oh my
I'm going to be honest with you. I love you, Casey.
Oh,
I've loved you for a long time.
Yep.
Wow.
No, you don't.
Huh?
No, you do not.
Oh, I don't?
No.
No?
How do you know I don't?
Prove it.
Did you love Jamie?
Yeah, I thought I did love what I thought was Jamie as
What
a
did
girl.
you love about her? Because she was nothing but an asshole to you. I want to know what connection was it? What was the special connection you felt?
What was the way that she was?
There were times when she wasn't.
Okay, well, when Will was being nice, what was it? What was the special connection? I want to know what it was that made you fall in love with her, and then maybe I can understand why you say you love me.
Go get the condom.
Because I guess it was because of the time that I spent with her, and there was times when she was good with me. There was a long time.
You have fallen in love with every one of your catfishes.
Will and Wine Lover played me for a long time to make sure that I was good.
Well, Wine Lover only played you for like a month.
Yeah.
Will played you for 2 years.
That's true.
That shows how disgusting they both are.
So tell me again, what was it that you felt was so special? What was this crazy connection? I want details. If you had this crazy connection and you loved him or her, whatever, I'll refer to Janie as her because I know you don't like feeling gay. So, what was it about her
Yeah.
that you felt such connection to? Because I don't understand it. You bought her an engagement ring and you didn't even meet her. I want to know what, besides her just being a pretty girl in her pictures, what was it? Because they were intentionally horrible to you on purpose to get you mad. Jamie was nothing but an asshole, and you said that you two were in love and had a special connection. They told me that when I saw them in Nashville. They laughed about it. They said, what the fuck is he talking about, a special connection?
For a long time, they weren't like that.
Well, when they started acting like that,
When they started acting like that, they knew I was already in love with what I thought was Jamie, a female.
Yeah, not a male robot.
okay, well then what was it before that that made you fall in love with her?
The female that used a male robot voice.
The time that her and I spent together, and
Yeah, doing what? What made you fall in love?
we just spent time together doing anything and everything.
What happened during that time?
The time that she was supposedly in the hospital, which obviously she wasn't. She's full of shit. I don't even like to think about her anymore.
Oh my god.
Well, I don't care. He didn't answer.
He couldn't
can't
even
name a
lie.
single
He couldn't
straight
even make
man.
something up.
Just all the time that we spent together. She,
Saying a trait about
You know, Casey, I saw something in her that made me want to be better for myself. And I just really like that feeling. Was I wrong? Absolutely. And I look foolish for it now, but I look forward to never doing that in the future. Moving on with you. See how easy that was?
No.
I just this man has nothing but time to sit around and think about all the lies he tells, but never comes up with any. This is the same bitch who came up with fruit juice for why he smelled like beer. Fermented fruit juice. He had the whole drive over. He had the whole time sitting there in class to think of an excuse. And what he was like, fuck, Lorne, of course. Fermented fruit juice.
It's crazy. He could I just don't understand how his brain, the gears in there are so slow that he can't even think of because he's he's a massive liar. It's not like he has a problem with lying and he just can't come up with something because he's so devoted to the truth.
But you know what I see? There's a difference between like a Jesse who just comes up with these fantastical lies and like a Kennedy who even today on her TikToks, she is still lying, but she's so slow with her lies and they're very boring lies to where you're like, why would you even lie about that?
Yeah.
Why would so I think it just has something to do with the person. So yeah, Lorne is he is very willing to lie to you, but he's not going to remember his lies. And they're not going to be good lies. So because right here, that's all he would have to say. All he would have to say is that there was something about Jamie that made him feel better about himself because he has nothing. And instead he just he does these non-answers and dances around it, hoping that just like the last call, this one will just end and we can move on. And hopefully on the next call, we'll be moved on to something else.
Kennedy, do you think that she would lie about something like what she ate?
Oh my God. Yes. Have you seen her TikToks that have been posted recently?
I've seen a few of them.
They are, yes, holy shit, she lies.
I had a grilled cheese for breakfast, and you can see like a McDonald's wrapper behind her.
And I put 2 kinds of cheese. Now I went to the store and I said, honey, how do you only have 2 cheeses? And he said, welcome to America. Yeah, that's the story. That's basically it.
And then she talks about how all of the illegals are stealing the cheese, and that's why there's a shortage.
Now I remember there being more cheese when there was less Mexicans.
I can get Colby Jack any day of the week.
I'm just saying, y'all, look around. More brown equals less cheese.
It's for their empanadas.
I just had a damn empanada.
not just spending time. You have to. I spend a lot of time with the people at work. I'm not in love with all of them.
Oh, uh-oh.
I'm saying, what was it about her?
She paid a lot of attention to me, and I paid a lot of attention to her.
There it is. He just
What about any of them? What about Winnie, Debbie, Ramona? What about any of these women who intentionally were horrible people to you on purpose, not nice to you ever?
At the time, I couldn't let go of him, Casey.
So you just fall in love with anyone who pays attention to you?
No.
That's what it seems like.
No. It's just time that I spent with them. They didn't, well.
Why couldn't you let them go when they were being so awful?
Why is what?
You heard her. Come on now.
Why couldn't you let any of them go when they were being awful to you? When Winnie was sucking everybody's dick, and when Jamie was fucking Rod and Todd and Claude or whoever.
She paid attention to me.
Had a hard time letting go of them at the time.
Oh, why?
I understand that. I'm saying, why though?
Because they kept coming up with stories. Stories of why this happened. Stories of when, and I wanted to believe them.
I would love to hear the plausible excuse for why Dan's penis ended up in your mouth.
Well, see, Dan was changing his clothes, and
it's a big penis.
Yeah, and Winnie just happened to walk in on him accidentally, and then he tripped, and it fell into her mouth.
And she was saying, "Oh, like, oh my God, you're
Yeah.
falling." And while she was doing the O face, not long after he had an O face.
Thinking of the holidays, think bang bang. That's hot. Think boom boom. We have a huge selection of 500 grams to light up your sky. That's hot.
Hot? Buy one, get 3 free. Now that's hot.
Come see the Bang Bang Lady on 431 South, just 8 miles south of the 280 bypass.
How cool, how hot. Come see Boom Boom for your fireworks at Fireworks Outlet. That's hot.
So I just don't understand. I just don't understand it. I don't understand what excuse could be given for like a lot of the shit that Winnie did. So much of the stuff that they have all done to him. What excuses? It all comes back to, well, she paid attention to me and I were paying attention to her.
She just accidentally became a racist.
She didn't mean to. She never even meant to do it. He would find an excuse for that though. Well, you know, she met someone who was a black guy, did something wrong to her, so now she just hates all of them. He would be fine with that excuse. What'd you say?
It was Dan. He didn't want to have sex with her, and so she was like, you know what? I hate all black people now.
They're all like that. They all deny me sex. Those goddamn prudish blacks with their big penises and lack of sexual desire for me. And he's like, yeah, I absolutely understand it. Fuck them.
Okay. It makes sense that she's like that. It makes sense that
you want me to believe that you're in love with me when all your answers are stuttering all over the place.
Why did you tell me that you love me?
Because I was told to.
Oh my, I remember.
And I told you at the time that you weren't. You said you am.
What?
I knew I wasn't. I told you this before, Lorne. It was all make-believe.
Yeah, but why'd you say you love me?
Oh, I know.
What do you love about me? Tell me that. If I'm so awful, like you made me sound in your text messages. If I'm just
you're not awful.
And you feel like a parasite all the time, and I'm constantly putting you down. And because I won't give you my real number. What is it about me?
Casey, you don't always do that stuff. That's why when you do it, it shocks the hell out of me.
Okay, so then name something.
Name something about you?
Yeah, that you love about me. And then you can fall in love with me.
I love the way you dance.
Oh my
Come
God.
on.
I love the way you smile.
That's
So you
it.
like my look? Is that what this is?
Yeah.
Is that so? Basically, when you fell in love with
No.
Jamie, you're just a hot, sexy model.
No.
All right, keep
I
going.
mean, basically, I just
I love the way that you talk.
I love the way that you walk.
You love the way I talk. You just say I make you feel like a parasite.
Well, when you're not trying to do that.
He can't list any character traits about her at all.
Are you just desperate to be in love?
I like your eyes.
No.
Are you sure?
Nuggets.
Yes.
What did you just say?
I forgot.
Did your internet go out, or could you still hear everything?
Yeah, I could hear everything.
Okay, it's you just started roboting.
Oh.
The Wi-Fi
I
bad on
said
the
something,
island?
but I forgot what it was. Oh yeah. I was just saying that like he can't list any of her character traits like at all.
No. So far he's come up with her dance, her smile, and the way she talks.
Yeah. Even though she's not very nice to him, there's still things that he could say that he likes about her.
Just
He
go for I like your intelligence. I like
Yeah. You're intelligent, you're honest, you don't take any bullshit.
Yeah, you're a frank person. I feel like you're honest with me, and
Well,
you
her
tell
name's
me like
Casey,
it is.
it's not Frank.
Oh my God! And you tell me like it is. You're not afraid to hurt my feelings, and sometimes I need that, Casey.
Yeah. It's so easy, and he can't come up with anything.
Thanks for telling everyone how easy it is for you to manipulate people. Fucking sociopath.
Jeez. Okay.
And I weren't in love with you at the time when I did want you at first.
Why did you want me at first?
Because he was at the Sting House.
Because you caught my eye. You caught my attention when I saw you dancing.
So you liked how she looked?
On my looks again?
Yeah, but look dancing.
Huh?
You hot dudes I see walking around doesn't mean I want them. Just because you think someone's attractive.
Yeah.
That's what you're saying. Just because you thought I was attractive, that means you wanted me for a long time.
It's a compliment. Lord.
What's your point? I saw you dancing and I wanted you since that time. I wasn't in love with you then.
I'm in love with you now.
You fall in love with me because I spent time with you.
I think I've loved you for a while. Just didn't know if I was in love with you or not.
Why?
The way you dance, he just said.
Why? Because it just wasn't at that point yet. Yeah.
So why?
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't really explain it. I don't know how to explain it.
Why don't you just say that you don't love me? It's not a big deal.
He's not gonna lie to you.
I know you don't. You think by telling me that I'm gonna feel more like drawn to be with you?
No.
Is that why you tell everyone you love them, even though they're assholes?
No.
Well then, let's go back to Jamie, because she was nice to you for a month when it was Wine Lover, because Wine Lover is really bad at trolling you.
Oh, shit.
But when Will took over, he was really good at it. So for 2 years, it was all Will trolling you. And you still were in love with him. So what was it for those 2 years? You can't say because she was nice for a month. I'm saying for 2 years.
It was longer than a month. It was a lot longer than a month because COVID
Who
happened.
cares?
I know.
No, I ain't fucking talking to that piece of shit.
Yeah, because it wasn't.
They'd have me on fucking record.
What? They had you on record?
So 1 month out of 2 years of being treated like shit by Will, being a robot. That's what you were in love with.
It was more than a month.
Lorne, I don't know if you know this, but every single call and text that you had with them has been screenshot, recorded, and shared on the internet.
Ooh.
I can literally look at everything from the exact moment you talked to her to the very last moment. And let's say we can throw that out. Let's say she was nice to you for 6 months. She was nice for 6 whole months. For a year and a half after that, she was nothing but an asshole.
These are all good points, Casey.
Well, it's over with now. So, thank God.
Oh my god. That's all he's got.
That is fucked up.
Are you going to answer it? That wasn't the question.
That was his answer. It's over now.
I didn't hear the question. I was just hearing what you were saying, but I didn't hear the question.
It's the same question I've been asking for like 15 minutes that you, for some reason, won't answer because you don't know why you love her.
I don't know why I loved her.
Then
You
just
did
say
not-
that.
I knew she was an asshole to me. I knew a lot of things that she did was fucked up. But I'm betting not everything was recorded.
Everything was
That's
recorded,
what
Lorne.
he's focused on. Not everything was recorded.
You can say you bet all you want, but I am able to see it, and it sure is. It's all recorded. Even back when she was friends with that Winnie person, it goes back all the way till then. It's been recorded literally the entire time, not a day missed. All of it, even the boring calls where you're talking about doing stuff to the closet. That was all of it was recorded, Lorne, not just you screaming and crying. Every text, every call, every voicemail. None of them wanted to talk to you unless it was recorded. I am telling you that for a fact.
That shit is so fucked right up.
I was literally thinking that in my head that he was going to say that's fucked Rita.
Don't know.
And he did it.
But like, he still has no response. He can't think of a response.
No, he has nothing.
30 minutes into the call and he still has no response for why did you love her? What made you love her?
At least he finally said that he didn't know.
Yeah, but he still can't say, but then why?
True, but like I can at least respect that he's like, I don't know.
Maybe I didn't. Yeah. You just said you respect Lorne. So
I did not say that. I said that
Everyone-
I can respect that he said
everyone
that.
heard you say you deeply respect Lorne.
Oh, why you
This is
do?
why I don't like recording with you, because you twist my words.
Oh,
Focus on the point.
apparently,
I know,
was in
yes.
love with the image that she gave me.
Right, you just were attracted to a picture of a pretty girl.
And an image of a person that she was portrayed.
Right. Just like me, just like Ramona, just like Winnie. You didn't love any of them. You didn't love me.
All right, so I'm not in love with you.
But
I know.
But there are things.
But I love you.
There are things about you that I do love.
Like what?
Yes, girl.
Okay, like what?
I love your looks. I love your dancing.
Oh.
I love your voice.
My fucking god.
I love the way that you're being honest with me now.
What about like me as a person? Do you love anything about me?
Her breast. Mention
As
her breast,
me?
Lorne.
Or do you just love my physical traits?
Yes.
I love that you're being honest with me now.
We already used that one.
Right, but you told me you loved me before I was being honest.
Shit.
I didn't know you before.
Well,
You
okay.
told me you loved me.
I love how he just digs himself in deeper
What do you
because
know about-
he's so fucking stupid.
The smartest thing Lorne has ever done was when he asked for a lawyer at that interrogation.
At the end of his interrogation.
Well, it wasn't really because they had look at Jim Roush. Jim Roush had himself a nice long sit down. Lorne didn't have as long of a talk. They didn't really get to go into details DMAG style because they would have been able to get Lorne to trip himself up in so many ways. he would have told that story about his not being able to turn around and the lightning scaring his dog. He would have had a bunch of stories that we could have heard.
That's true.
But he did ask the lawyer up before they really got into details and looking, so that was smart of Lorne. You got to you respect him, so you could at least.
I don't respect him.
You said Evil McNuggets and I respect Lorne Armstrong. That's what you said.
I never said that.
We'll say it right now.
Roll the tape.
Say it right now.
I'm not saying it right now because you're gonna cut it up. Because you're gonna cut up.
I want to do a voice matchup to what you. Please just say it right now so we can move on.
No. I'm not doing it. I know your tricks. I know your games. I'm not gonna do it. No, stop. I'm telling my dad.
You still don't know me.
No, I still don't know you. Not the way I want to.
Yeah, I know. And the more I think about it, with your incessant getting me to come up there and instantly we're gonna live together, that's insane.
How?
Don't you think we should date each other first?
Casey, you were the one that was on that before I was.
What, living together?
Yes.
No, I wasn't.
Yes, you were.
No, I weren't.
He mentions it in the very first communications with Casey.
Yeah, like it was in the emails.
Right? Like it wasn't emails, or I can't remember if it opened with emails. Yeah, it was email. In the very first emails, he's like, "We just got to get you out to Maine."
But she brought it up first.
Talking about reasons why she would like it, because there's not a lot of brown people, so there's way more cheese.
They've got Colby Jack and they've got Pepper Jack.
They've got this pimento cheese you're not going to believe, because there's very few brown people there at all. 7 cheeses.
Oh my god. Maybe I need to move to Maine.
You talking about the time I was forced to tell you things?
Huh?
Were you talking about the time I was forced to tell you certain things?
Yes.
No, I'm talking about when you started.
Yeah, before the thruple.
I'm talking about when you called me at first.
Wow.
When I told you first one, I didn't want to date you.
First time after.
We didn't start dating until the thruple started.
Casey, I'm talking about after the throuple, after you finding all the truth about Will and Wine Lover, after we didn't talk for about a month, and you contacted me.
You were the one talking about living together. That wasn't me.
You started talking about it first, not me.
I definitely did not.
You definitely did too.
Well, what did I say? Because I can remember what you said. I don't remember what I said.
I don't remember.
I remember you said. Okay, well, I can remember for you because I'm telling the truth and you don't know what you're talking about.
Good point.
You said that we can't talk or you can't move out here until we are together. And you have to have a home set up with me, and that's the only way probation's going to let you come out here. That was what you said.
I remember all that.
Right.
You had said something else before I said that, because that was the reason that I did say that. I don't remember what it was that you said.
Okay. All right, sure. Let's go with that. Either way, whatever I said before it doesn't matter. What I'm saying now is that the more I think about it, don't you think 2 people should date each other before living together?
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I do. Yes, I do.
And we met.
Yeah, how 15 years ago?
Yeah, at her Mima's beach
So
house.
why are you pushing living together so hard?
I'm not pushing living together.
I said, will you marry?
You were.
No, I was not.
Yes, the fuck you were. You were trying to convince her why the cold is better when she prefers
that a liar laugh.
climates.
Well,
No.
before I was before.
You
I was trying to figure it out myself.
What?
Huh?
You want to go back to the text messages and see how you were talking about buying a house together,
Please.
and you were talking about having
Yeah, I know
children.
about all that. I remember all that.
Right, that was you talking.
He was trolling.
That was you talking.
I know. I remember all that.
Have you ever lived with a girlfriend? You have no idea what that would be like.
Yep. My girl sister, I lived with her for 2 weeks.
And you said
2
2 weeks. That's not living together.
Go fuck.
That was close enough. At the time, that was close enough.
So the toe fuck sister lives with him for 2 weeks, which isn't living with him. That's someone crashing at your place. I just wonder what the situation was, if she needed a place to stay and Lorne offered her a place to stay and decided that she was his girlfriend.
Right.
And then her sisters have to come and move her out. That whole thing just sounds really, really suspect.
You know, he was being Lorne, and she was like, all right, I got to get out of here.
Yeah, I got to get out of here. My sisters are going to have to come get me while Lorne's at work. He came home with some gas station flowers and a box of wine because he wanted to get her drunk, and she was gone.
Gas station flour.
Yes. Sorry.
It wouldn't be multiple.
It would not.
Okay, so you've never lived with anyone. You've never had a real relationship. How do you think you would handle living with someone you've never met before? You're 52. You're pretty set in your ways. You want to walk around the house naked. You like to, leave things dirty. My house is spotless, and there's no walking around naked.
I don't like to leave things dirty. If you would have known me before, my house used to be spotless.
Well, it isn't now. That's what I'm saying.
Now it's me trying to get my house so it's an actual house that's finished.
Oh.
It's not finished.
Holy shit! That's not finished.
You're telling me.
How much more damage do you plan on doing to that place?
Well, he's got to replace every outside wall, but he's going to do it all at once so that it doesn't take as long.
It's not finished. Oh.
That I need all the time to do something with. Yeah. So I leave it right where it is, so that way I don't have to walk out in the shed to get it.
Right, and that's why you leave your refrigerator all disgusting, and that's why the floors are all gross and everything's covered in dirt.
The refrigerator's not disgusting.
You showed me a picture. It was disgusting. The toilet's disgusting. When you were pooping in the toilet bowl was gross as hell.
When you were pooping in the toilet bowl was gross as hell. There should not be multiple catfish that have pictures of you pooping.
I thought it was the same picture.
I thought he sent didn't he send Winnie pooping pictures too, and Ramona?
So there were multiple pictures of poop, but there's only one of him mid pooping, as far as I know.
See, I've never looked at those pictures because I don't have any interest in seeing anyone poop.
My morbid curiosity got the better of me.
You went. So you one night when you should have been doing studying, went and looked up pictures of Lorne Armstrong taking it. This man that you respect, that you said you give ultimate respect to, you went and sought out pictures of him taking his shit.
Well, I was curious when people say that it was bent. I was like, it can't be that bent, and I looked, and it in fact was that bent.
So you went. Okay, I'm sorry. You went and sought out penis pictures of a predator that you came across because of To Catch a Predator. When your parents sat you down to watch that show, that was not the outcome that they were hoping for. That's really disappointing.
Well, they also call me a weird little fucker every day, so I don't understand, why they think anything else would happen.
Quick poll: who is worse, Nuggies for going and seeking out the pictures of this man that she respects penis, or the people who contact me looking for Jesse's nudes? Who's worse?
In my defense,
one for
that's
Nuggets,
different.
2 for Nuggets. Thank you.
I just wanted to know if people were being honest.
I don't.
Yeah, okay.
That's not something I even want to talk about.
Okay, well, let's talk about this. Why you even want to live with me when you do not know me?
Like the way you dance?
Don't.
Like the way you talk?
I could ask you the same thing because you said something about living together too.
No, she didn't. It was always refuting him. It was always like,
During the
answer it
like
then.
Okay, even when you and quote unquote Jamie
Can you
talked
answer,
about
just
all
answer the fucking question? Stop changing the subject. Answer the question.
Jesse.
I'm giving you a hint of what my answer is going to be because
I don't want a roundabout answer. Just give me a straight
Don't
answer.
give me a go around answer, Lorne.
okay,
I don't
straight
want
answer,
to
straight
go
answer,
around the
straight answer is that I can change the way that I live, no problem.
What?
I've had to live with people before. Just because I haven't lived with a girlfriend before. Really.
Okay, Lorne.
With the
I
exception of
don't
2
want
weeks.
someone that's going to give me a go around answer, okay? I just want an answer. Why do you want to live with me?
Because I want you.
Nice. Nice. That's it.
Why?
And I want to spend my time with you.
Wow.
Why?
Can you imagine Lauren
Why,
like
why,
answering a
why?
DBQ?
Answering what?
A DBQ.
I don't know what that is.
They're just like open response answers in like a history class or an English class.
Why would you say that?
Because that
What
was
is
the first
wrong?
thing that came to my head. I couldn't like open response didn't
What
come to
does
my
this
head
stand for?
first.
What does this stand for?
I'm just trying to engage in a conversation with you, and you just want to criticize me.
I'm just wondering, like, the people are listening to this and like, what is a DBQ?
People will know what that is.
Well, what people? College people who shouldn't even be here?
Well, sorry, guess I'll fucking leave.
You're a
I didn't know
child.
that you had to be
Literal.
47 fucking years old to listen to Lorne. God.
So I don't know what a DBQ is. But no, I couldn't see Lauren answering any kind of essay question. Or anything with an open-ended where it's not just a yes or no. I wonder how he did on test where you had to write in an answer. Like, what would he do?
Well, knowing Lorne, he would probably he'd answer something that had absolutely zero to do with the question, and it would be about 2 sentences long. And then I don't know, he'd draw a picture of a threesome and turn it in.
I call this the sexual triangle. One of the women does need to be 7'5" for it to work. I'm still looking.
Hey, ladies, if you are 7'5" or you know someone that's 7'5", hit up Lorne.
Any of the WNBA women who are listening right now, I know a guy who used to play basketball. Hit me up. I'm gonna hook you up.
Other than my looks and my dancing.
Like the way you talk?
Because I think we get along very well.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I can tell.
Oh, well.
He had to stop himself.
Yeah, we clearly get along well.
Oh, we do. Look at us. We're talking about things.
Oh my god.
This is something that none of them ever did. All they ever tried to do is get fucking shit out of me so that they can put on the internet.
Blue Boy wouldn't do that.
Well, Debbie talks to you too. Ramona talks to you. I said Debbie talks to you. Ramona talks to you.
Yeah.
And all that stuff's online, Lauren.
You insisted Debbie was your girlfriend.
Debbie insisted that I break up with Winnie to go with her.
No, she did not. You fucking liar.
Never said that.
No.
Oh, of course not. That probably got deleted.
They got
Amazing what editing can do.
It's always
now
editing.
get your roboting again.
Am I?
Yeah, but it could be on my end for all I know. What did you say?
I forgot. It wasn't important anyway.
Oh, clearly. Was it a DBQ?
Yeah. Now that I'm the one that's shutting it down before you do, you're like, oh, okay. Oh, okay. I guess you don't want to talk to me, Nugs.
It didn't.
Was that your impression of me? Why does it sound like my impression of you? That doesn't even make sense. Yeah, okay. I can't sound like you in your head.
It's like when Lorne does an impression of Will doing an impression of Lorne.
Right.
Okay, well let's say she. All right, let's say she did. Let's say she told you that. I heard the call where she said she didn't want to be with you, and you still insisted that you were her boyfriend.
Yeah, well,
Regardless of anything said before, she still told you that.
I was a fool.
A fool in love.
You're fucking retarded.
Ooh, yeah.
I was fucking retarded.
You screamed it to her for 3 hours to be your girlfriend.
Okay, what's the point in all this?
The point is, why were you trying so hard to date all these women that either didn't want you, flat out told you they didn't want you, or treated you like shit? What was it about any of them that you loved?
I love the way they dance.
The point I'm trying to get to is why you love me or why you love anyone when you don't.
I guess I just want
You
to.
said you were in love with Eddie.
I want
Sorry?
to. I want to have that chance to.
There you go.
Everybody wants to be in love, Lorne.
Yeah, but
Say it.
Yeah, but what? Do you feel like you're like running out of time?
Ooh.
no.
Okay.
Say it, Lord.
You feel like
Everyone else isn't a pedophile. That's what it all boils down to.
You know what?
Right?
Yeah.
Everyone wants love, but everyone else is not Lorne Armstrong, who you can't. Not only is he an RSO, but there is a community. There's phone calls of his online. He does not have a normal life.
He's got slim pickings.
Every move he makes through the court is documented online by people who make content. Like, he's not a normal person. So yes, Lorne, that was he almost got to the truth right there. Almost got to the full truth.
And then he took a left turn.
Yeah.
there's no one around you locally today?
Oh, there is, but I don't really look.
Okay. So you think I'm like your last chance at love?
No. With you, I've thought
Okay.
about you for a long time.
Since you're a child.
And they knew that. That's why they had whoever it was that they had play the role of Casey and make me believe that they were you.
What's that sound?
You act the same way
like,
to every
what is
woman.
that? Pop.
So why did you call me back?
You become obsessed with them.
Become obsessed with them.
Yeah.
You wanted to marry all of them.
Is it me obsessed with them or them obsessed with me? Because they're the ones that start the shit.
I mean, it's a little bit
You
of
obsessed with them.
No. I
You
get
ask
fooled
every
by them.
one of them for you.
I get fooled by them.
Okay.
time.
I mean, there's multiple times they've tried breaking up with you, and you say no, we're not broken up. So clearly, they were comfortable letting you go.
Yeah, and I should
Demanded all their time.
I should have told them okay.
But then what happened?
Had I known,
Yeah,
I would.
And you demanded all of their time every second of the day. You screamed and cried about a doctor touching that Ramona person's knee.
Listen. Why do you rehash this shit?
Because I'm proving a point. You act the same as you did then as you do now.
He's calling you out.
I'm trying to point out that you think you're in love with every woman you talk to.
You're trying to make me uncomfortable is what you're doing.
Okay, well, I'm trying to make you uncomfortable, and I'm trying to point out that you think you're in love with every woman you talk to. Why can't you absorb any of this?
Why can't I what?
Why can't you absorb any of the things I am telling you?
Oh, I absorb it just fine, Casey.
I don't understand it.
Okay.
She sounds defeated.
Yeah.
I know what happened back then. I don't need to rehash it.
What happened?
Time and time and time and time again.
Well, you should rehash it.
He doesn't want to rehash the sting, but he wants to marry and live with the woman who was at the sting.
Yeah.
That's like saying, I don't want to be reminded of the sting and moving it across from the sting house.
Or moving into the sting house.
Well, he could never afford the sting house, but maybe like a tent in an empty lot across from the sting house. And he's just there. Every morning he wakes up, he gets to look at the sting house.
Well, see, I would figure that he'd be like squatting.
Squatting in Mima Moro's beach house that they used for that show.
Yeah, in the attic.
That's the best part of it. Like, that really was her, like, that house. Casey grew up in that house that Lorne was arrested in.
Wait, are you being for real?
Yeah, that was really her. It was like they were using the house. She wasn't supposed to be on the show. They were
I thought that was a bit.
No, they were using the house for the shoot, and her dad was talking to the producer, and he was like, my daughter's an actress, and she looks young for her age, and he whipped out a picture, and the dude was like, yeah, let's use her. So that's how she ended up on the show.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Wow, okay, Rich.
And she's gonna go live with Lorne.
She's gonna go from Nana's beach house to a shack.
Well, he's finishing it. It's gonna be way worse by the time you get here, I promise.
Well, no, he just needs to tape up a few more plastic bags to the gap between the roof.
I like how he puts posters up over the wall that clearly needs to be finished. Like, he started hanging shit back up on it.
Yeah. The fucking calendar.
What better motivator to finish it than hanging things back up on the wall? Oh, Lord.
You can learn from it.
Oh, I've definitely learned from it.
Because you haven't learned from any of it yet.
Why? Because I'm still talking to somebody over the phone?
That's a good reason.
Because you were doing it for like a decade and a half.
Also a good reason.
So it's my fault that people can't be honest.
Oh, okay.
So it's your
Yeah,
fault
that's it,
for
Lauren.
letting the catfishing continue.
So it's my fault that people can't be honest.
Yeah. So, yeah, hit her with it again.
I mean, here's a great example, Lorne. Why do you love me?
So it's my fault that people can't be honest. Oh no, he reset. Lauren?
Can't answer that, Casey. Can't give you an answer for that right now.
At least he's honest.
I know.
44 minutes. 44 minutes
Yeah.
to say, I don't know.
Yeah.
I know that you couldn't.
You want me to be honest with you? I can't give you an answer for it right now.
It's your fault that you fall for every time you've been catfished. It's your fault that you call them back. It's your fault that you give them material to laugh at. And, you can't answer that question right now because you know that you don't love me.
Damn.
I don't think you know what love is.
Really?
But he wants to know.
Really.
So why don't you show him?
I stayed in love with a woman for 25 years, so I guess I know what love is.
That was obsession. That was not
You
love.
stayed in love with a woman for 25 years?
me tell you a story.
Yeah.
Who?
Paula.
Dun dun
Who
dun.
the fuck is Paula?
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Meow. Did you hear how see Blue Boy got a little jealous there?
Yeah,
Who the
just a
fuck is Paula?
smidge.
Just a
Just a
little
little.
jealous. So that was I love those 2 chapters. There were 2 questions, basically 2 questions asked over 2 videos, and Lorne couldn't answer either of them.
Yeah,
And
took over an hour.
finally admitted that he doesn't know why he's in love with. Maybe he's not. Maybe he's not. He doesn't know why.
I can't believe
That
it took that long for him to say that.
that was great. What did you think?
I'm exhausted by Lorne. Just like it was a great there was great calls, don't get me wrong, but like it's exhausting listening to him repeat himself and like it seems sometimes that he's like purposefully trying to play dumb when I know he's not because he really is just a stupid dumb idiot.
Mhm.
But like, oh my god, Casey's got a lot more stamina than a lot of us, I think.
I mean, I just asked you for a simple response, and you gave me an entire DBQ. See what I did there?
No. Well, what did you think?
I'm not saying you're gonna say something rude. I'm not gonna answer.
No, I'm not. You're the one that says.
I already said what I said what I thought, but then I asked you what you thought. So if you would have been paying attention to me, you would know.
Well, yeah, but it was like very short.
Yeah, because I didn't feel like I needed to end the stream with a long fucking soliloquy about how it made me feel.
Fucking all right, whatever. I'll just shut up.
How it relates to my African roots and everything. I didn't feel the need to go into that. How it relates to the Industrial Revolution because I didn't feel it was necessary.
Well, see, we're talking about the King Dynasty, and
well,
you want to bring up all that. See, that's why you don't get a good. You get a 2 on your DBQ instead of a 5, like I do.
Only time you can bring those things up is if it's a late night Lorne string and you talk about ancient Greece, or
Sumeria.
It's Sumeria bloodletting ritual. Nuggets, thank you for joining me, and we will be back. We'll be back soon. We're almost, we're not. I was gonna say we're almost halfway through, but we're not.
That's a lie and a half.
But we're starting on Paula, which is a great series.
Yeah, it is. It really is.
I love the Paula stuff. We get to hear more, and because we just heard his story about Brandy's sister having
Candy.
to leave. What was it? What did you say?
I said Candy.
Brandy and Candy.
Yeah.
Brandy, Candy, and Sandy. The Ditmar triplets. Well, if it isn't Brandy, Sandy, and Candy Ditmar.
Ditbar?
Ditbar, yeah.
Is that a last name?
I'm sure it's Cornville.
It's man crab.
You tell me there's not a family of Ditbars there.
Okay,
Anyway,
Jesse.
we get to hear his story. We get to hear if that story matches because I swear he said Paula had to leave because people were pissed off at her and he couldn't give any specifics why either.
Because she scammed an old woman out of 30 grand.
Then she were on a show trying to meet up with a child. Lord, that was you. So yeah, we'll get to hear because it's right after he just told that story. So it would still be fresh in his mind. So all right, thanks, Nugs. We will do this again.
Alrighty.
Can you do
I thought I'd let my white roots show a little bit.
Okie doke. Can you do your sign off?
Bye.
You're always doing it. God is doing a new thing. You're always doing it. God is doing a new thing. You're always doing it. Who's doing it? God is doing a new thing. You're always doing it. Yo, who's doing it? God is doing a new thing. My God is doing a brand new thing. Well, since time began, he remains the same. Faithful, I'm ready to his word and silent. I go to stone unstirred. I look down through the ages and you will find God doesn't change, but he knows the time. From harp, piano, to song to rap, you know. God's with us, so I cannot lack it. So God is doing a new thing in our lives. We're doing a new thing through Jesus Christ. Doing a new thing through our music. We're doing a new thing so he can use it. God's using this music and we're coming strong. Michael Clancy's y'all singing this song to make you think twice about the way that you live, and that you know Christ is the one who will give peace in your heart. A new start, calling out the Lord and he'll do his part. A brand new thing to your raggedy walk. He might just match it up to that big old talk. God is doing a new thing in our lives, so we're doing a new thing through Jesus Christ. God is doing a new thing through our music. We're doing a new thing so he can use it. Oh, oh, oh yeah, oh, oh, oh yeah. Yeah! Oh, 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 yeah, oh, yeah. Hit me, you know he's doing it. Who's doing it? God is doing a new thing. You know he's doing it. Yo, who's doing it? God is doing a new thing. You know he's doing it. God is doing a new thing. You know he's doing it. Do it. God is doing a new thing. Like an MC, I'm here to boast. I rap about Christ, yo, here's a dope. So loud and proud of the God I serve. Trying to say you with a hook, you got nerve. Christ is the reason for Michael Clancy's. He's a focus of a daily walk, y'all. Without him, he ain't nothing but a name. But through God, we're doing brand new things. God is doing a new thing in our lives. So we're doing a new thing through Jesus Christ. God is doing a new thing through our music. We're doing a new thing so he can use it.